Welcome back to my channel Knowledge Chronicle.
Have you ever wondered why you look like your parents? Or why a mango seed always grows into a mango tree and not a banana? What decides your eye color or height? The answer lies in a fascinating field of biology: genetics. Today, we're going to unravel the legendary work of Gregor Mendel, the father of genetics, and understand how traits pass from one generation to the next. So let's dive deep into Mendel's laws of inheritance, with clear explanations and real-life examples. Genetics is a branch of biology that deals with inheritance and variation. Inheritance means the process by which traits or characteristics are passed from parents to their offspring. This is the foundation of heredity. Variation refers to the differences seen among individuals. Even siblings from the same parents can look different. For example, even though you may have inherited your father's nose, your mother's eye color might also appear. This mix and match is due to genetic variation. Humans understood the role of reproduction in variation as early as 8000 to 1000 BC. They practiced artificial selection, breeding plants and animals with desirable traits. Take the example of Sahiwal cows in Punjab. They were bred from wild ancestral cows for their high milk yield and calm nature. However, our ancestors didn't know the science behind inheritance. They only knew what happened, not why or how it happened. The real breakthrough came in the mid-19th century with an Austrian monk, Gregor Johann Mendel. From 1856 to 1863, Mendel conducted groundbreaking hybridization experiments on pea plants in his monastery garden. Why peas? Easy to grow, short life cycle, self-pollinating, and they showed clear contrasting traits like tall and dwarf, green and yellow seeds, and so on. Mendel applied mathematical logic and statistical analysis to biology, something no one had done before. His large sample size and repeated trials made his results reliable and revolutionary. Mendel used true breeding pea lines, plants that consistently showed the same trait after many generations of self-pollination. He chose 14 varieties of pea plants with 7 pairs of contrasting traits, such as tall versus dwarf plants, round versus wrinkled seeds, yellow versus green seeds, full inflated versus constricted pods, yellow versus green pods, violet versus white flowers, and axial versus terminal flower position. By cross-pollinating these true breeding plants, for example, tall crossed with dwarf, he observed how traits appeared in the next generations. From his experiments, Mendel proposed 3 fundamental laws. 1. The law of dominance. In a pair of contrasting traits, one trait, which is dominant, masks the other, which is recessive, in the first generation, or F1. For example, crossing tall TT and dwarf TT plants gives all tall TT offspring. Tall is dominant, while dwarf is recessive. 2. The law of segregation. Each parent carries 2 alleles for a trait, but they separate, or segregate, during gamete formation. The offspring gets 1 allele from each parent. That's why recessive traits can reappear in later generations. The third principle is the law of independent assortment. Traits are passed independently of one another. For example, seed color and seed shape are inherited separately, not as a package. These laws laid the foundation of modern genetics, used in plant breeding, animal husbandry, and even human genetic studies. Mendel's work might have been ignored during his lifetime, but today, it's the backbone of genetics. Whether you're studying biology or just curious about why you resemble your family, understanding Mendel's laws gives you a powerful glimpse into the machinery of life. If you found this video helpful, your one like, share, and subscribe will help us create more valuable content. This is Knowledge Chronicle, where knowledge lives and grows. See you in the next episode.